I try to get this out so as many people can see
Arms. Oh no.
More arms. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's what I did for managing, trying to manage everything. Yay, we're all with hands. Yay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this May 2021 installment of Poetic License in a Zoom meeting. I hope everyone is remaining healthy. And has everybody received, or I know that some people say I don't want to have the shots or the vaccines, and I know people that are like that, but I don't know if others have had it or not. Me and my husband, and when I got a first sticker, I said I'm going to put it on a button so that I can just wear it all the time and I'll know it. Yeah, I mean, I've got
I didn't get a sticker either time. They didn't give us stickers.
Oh, yeah, I got vaccinated. Yeah, I got mine. Yeah, very cool. And it's been long enough that, yay, we're 95%, whatever. But, that doesn't matter. We're supposed to still wear masks all the time when we go out anywhere, and leave it at that, and blah, blah, blah. Welcome to the new normal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
And I'll wear a mask for no other reason than encourage others to.
Yep. And it's funny, I think my husband accidentally did a quick order of, and not realizing that he did it, a Smith's mask. I liked the Smiths back from the 80s, and it's one where it's of their first album, and it has a soldier on it with a helmet that says "Meat is Murder" on it. So I've got a mask that says "Meat is Murder" repeatedly, but nobody ever looks at it enough to see that I'm making a moral statement with my mask. But nobody even looks at it, so they just think, if they look at it, they're like, "Oh, soldiers, well, Texas, yay," or whatever, I don't know. But anywho, so I guess I'll still wear that mask. That's totally fine.
I just can't. I can't even listen to him anymore. Just because Morrissey has turned out to be such a horrible human being.
That's what people have said, and I think my husband has heard something, and he's like, yeah, he's talking about giving rights to people to be able to speak, even if they are things that you don't necessarily agree with, because that's the whole thing. You're supposed to allow the whole freedom of speech to be able to do that. If you silence the people that you don't agree with, then how is that freedom?
I'm not trying to silence it, but he is a neo-Nazi, so
I don't know.
I'm not gonna play his music. I just can't hear him anymore. And I love the Smiths.
Yeah. I heard that the Simpsons were doing a mock-up of him, and it was really funny at the beginning, but then they say that he was coming back and he was being fat and yelling at people in a concert, and I'm like, I've seen him recently. He's not fat. He's not being rude to people, and it was like, well, it seems like they're getting they're making speeches too.
Character that was sort of based on it, and it was a funny thing, but it's just he went nuts because he has no.
Who is?
It's like, the Simpsons do
rip on everybody.
People all the time, and half the time the people will actually, do their own voices for them.
Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch did it for it.
Yeah.
And he actually sang "Hi" like Morrissey does in Smith's songs, and I'm like, that's kind of funny, but I don't like anybody except for me, and there's a song, and I'm like, well, that's kind of how he goes, right? Anywho, but we shouldn't be, all right, we're talking way too much stuff like this, and hi there, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry,
No, that's totally cool, and I see another person on the list, and hello there to Louise Gail Richardson. As more people will come, we've got 7 people on the list right now. Since there are 7 and not 12, I will say let's do a round of 3 for this first round for everybody. We'll see how that goes. I thought I would start with reading 3 poems from the brand new I released. Hi, I now see Louise in person. Groovy cool. I thought in the first round I would read things from the brand new Down in the Dirt issue collection book, which is out right now, which is titled Alone Time. This is just the coolest picture of this, couple coming out from when we visited, but the thing was that the titles are based on accepted writing within the book, and because we're all being quarantined, I thought Alone Time would be appropriate for an issue. And I think the last one was I Am Not Alone from Down in the Dirt. So anywho, I thought I would read 3 about events that are going on in the beginning of May that are in the back of this book. And this first one, and the type is so tiny, I wish Tom was here, because sometimes Louise, I've got my husband's glasses so I can read this tiny print. This is one is titled Zaboba Ancestors, and it was written on the 2nd of May, that would be like today, because that is the discovery date of a Tibetan fossil of a jawline from a vanished human species. And it proved that humankind lived at 11,000 feet in the Himalayan mountains over 160,000 years ago. So this little piece was based on that, and this tiny type for that one, because I have to put in the tiniest type ever to explain why this poem was written. This is called Zaboba Ancestors. Just because I prefer warmer climes doesn't mean I can't thrive in the cold. My people, Zaboba, have had a history of climbing through feet of snow, navigating icebergs and fighting violent winds while atop glaciers. They even tunneled through the snow to curl up in a corner outside at night to make it warmer to sleep during living in sub-zero temperatures. Yes, I've also climbed mountains, even with little to no footwear to protect me. My ancestors didn't have the luxuries we have today to comfort the weather, to actually combat the weather. So, like them, I can remain thousands of feet in the air and control my breathings so that I can remain at peace while getting all the oxygen I'll ever need. You see, I come from a history of survivors, of those who have lived at the edge of the sky, and not only survived, but also thrived. They didn't know they were handing me their genes, but their gift has afforded me this unique opportunity to be able to live on the edge and, luckily, live to tell the tale. So let us revel in history and let's keep surging ahead to surpass the boundaries of all we believe we can do. That was the first piece. And it was related to something that happened actually today. And this next one is titled Only 19. I wish my husband were around. Hey, Louise has got it on live too. I can wave to you. Even though you're in a Zoom meeting here, I'm going to wave to the other camera where Louise or hi there. This next one I was going to read was titled Only 19. And in the tiny print it says it was written on May 7th, which was my 19-year wedding anniversary with my husband. And he's not around to hear it. John! He's doing something I don't know what, but this is a poem called Only 19. When I was 19, I thought I had the world ahead of me. I had started to live, but there was so much more I could do. When I realized that I was married to you for 19 years, I knew the love was good, but there was so much more love to share. It's fun to look back at a wonderful history we've shared together, but let me look forward and think of the rest of my life with you. People are amazed when they hear that we've been together for over 19 years, and it makes me wonder, why are they so surprised? It makes me wonder why people think it's an uncommon thing for two people to remain happy together, to remain so in love. Because when you love, 19 years is only the beginning of life. When I was 19, I didn't know what life meant. When I loved you for 19 years, my love for you only began to scratch the surface. Once I was with you, married for 19 years, I knew that this time couldn't be all, because I have loved you. I will love you, and my love for you will not die. So it's only 19, my love, because that number really means that this is just the beginning of our lifetime of love. And he didn't even hear it, but it'll be 21 years in a couple days, so... well, yay. Anyway, so I've got one short one. I figured there'll be shorter ones because as cheesy as this one is, this is a poem titled You Were Born to Do, and it was written on the 4th, for May the 4th be with you. Have you guys heard this? She's May the 4th be with you. Like star, and anyway, all of your sci-fi references. This is titled You Were Born to Do. My child, you have been given a gift you might not believe, but every cell inside your body has been begging for this. This is your calling, my child. I know all this time you have felt so alone, but all this time you have had a power that now you are only beginning to understand. Feel this force course through your veins. March forth and do what you know you are destined to do. Feel this force, harness this force, and may the force be with you in all you were born to do. Okay, cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Thank you guys very much. But those are just three toward the back of the book of Down in the Dirt's new issue book collection book that is titled Alone Time, Volume 183. If you want to know anything about him, you can go to Scars.tv/dirt and you can learn about Down in the Dirt magazine. But this open mic, I've got the whole list for it. I will tell you the poets right now, and then I will tell you not only the next poet, but the poet afterwards, so that you will have a little bit more warning.